Yo, welcome back to Love Tailor Made. This is Rashad and
Cynthia.
And today we are coming to you to talk to you about the topic of should marriage counseling be, would I say required, or should marriage counseling be done before marriage? So I'm going to let you start because you kind of already know my feelings on it.
Okay, so he basically said it all wrong. So usually when you go to...
this is counseling right here.
Usually when you go to a ordained minister and you ask them to marry you, they are required to do some type of counseling. Now, most ordained ministers have to do maybe 6 months worth of counseling. However, I have a family member who is my uncle, who is a minister, who is also ordained, that said, all I want to do is meet you guys. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I don't have to do the 6 months of counseling.
So that's not considered counseling, though.
And
like, that's where the question is at. Now, the question, if we're going to talk about the question is, should marriage counseling be done before marriage?
I think, to be honest, I think marriage counseling for Rashad and I would be sort of fun because first of all, we don't know how to act and we don't know how to take serious things like that serious. So how far can we really get?
I'm a very serious person.
I'll be god darn. And we won't take it seriously.
She's working on the cursing, y'all. Y'all see that? You see it?
Like, I feel like if we were to go into a marriage counseling and have to do it for 6 months, yes, I feel like we would take it serious to a point where it's though, okay, we have to get through this. But I mean, at some point, wouldn't you kind of want to know what it would be like to do an actual marriage counseling? Like, say if we were getting married through a church, we would have to do the counseling. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no way of getting out of it. So now that we're not getting married in a church, why don't you feel as strongly about doing marriage counseling?
That's why I'm not a church. No. Anyway, do I feel like, all right, so I'm going to answer this question. And this can come off a little, I don't know how it may come off, and I apologize if it come off rude to some people and not rude to other people. But I feel like marriage counseling should be done before marriage for certain people. Now, the reason I say that is because if you're the type of person like myself, I voice my opinion. I voice how I feel, and I normally want the same thing from her as well. So I feel like a lot of our communication is open. Now, how we handle our communication, how we handle how we feel and different things like that, it's still a work in progress. See, I'm gonna continue. So
it's a work in progress, all right.
Yes, it is. I'm man enough to admit it. I know I have issues. I know there's things I need to work on. I know there's things I want to improve on. But at the same time,
I'm perfect.
I'm doing the first step. I'm admitting my flaws.
This is not the ABCs.
See, I don't put hands on people. God knows my heart.
I'm going to need for you to be 100%. You're admitting what? He's admitting that he just don't want to sit in front of nobody and have them tell him what he's doing wrong in the relationship.
Because they ain't going to sit there and tell me what they did wrong in their relationship. No, God knows they did some stuff in their relationship.
I don't think it's like that. Now, I could be absolutely wrong because I've never been through it before. However, if I'm telling you, okay, so my uncle is an ordained minister and it would be good for us to go sit down with him for one session so that he can get to know us, then I feel like
that's not counseling.
It ain't counseling because I know you don't want to do counseling.
So you just trying to reword it?
Why would I want to sit you in front of somebody and have them dig into your brain? Didn't we already go over the fact that you're a very complex person and the fact that it took me a long time to try to figure you out? You really think a minister is going to try to figure out what's in your head?
They might try it. I mean, they could try it. They're going to be on their own.
Yeah, no. So, on my end, I just feel like marriage counseling, there could be a point to it. And it's good for a couple to do it. Now, what we would be doing, it's not actually marriage counseling.
So that's why the word should be changed.
I don't know what to change it to.
You still got to answer the question. You haven't really answered the question. The question is, should marriage counseling be required before marriage? That's the question.
No. I feel like I shouldn't have to sit in front of a pastor for 6 months. I'm not real big on religion anyway. Like, as a kid, I've grown up as a Christian. However, I'm not really
big. Your grandma will slap you.
Yes, you probably will. But I don't understand half the stuff that religious people do. However, when it comes to marriage counseling, like, I don't want to sit in front of a pastor and have them dig and probe into my life and try to figure out if I should be in a relationship or not. Nobody can tell me that I love you. Nobody can tell me that. Nobody can tell me that I want to be with you for the rest of my life. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. And what I want to do is marry you. So, it is what it is. Like, we can go to marriage counseling and they're going to be like, don't do it. They crazy. Nope. We're going to be crazy together. We're going to be Bonnie and Clyde. We're going to go stab people. No, I'm just kidding. But
I didn't sign up for this.
But I'm just saying, like, no, nobody should be probing into my life and telling me what I should be doing. But you can suggest.
But that's the thing.
You can give advice. We can do a marriage advisor.
Well, at that point, I'm advising my damn self.
But we have to do it because if we want a minister to marry us, then they have to go through their proper protocol and their proper channels. They can't just say, oh, we're just going to marry these two.
All right, so, by the way, I need y'all please to leave some comments on this one because I don't know where she's standing at on this one. Like, she kind of made it clear, but then she keep going back to this, need to sit down with somebody. Like, all right, so this is my mindset on sitting down with somebody. If I'm going to pay you to marry us,
you're going to do it the way
you... sit down and talk to you, and I'm handing you a check. So that's you getting to know me. So I feel like that's it. But you talking about a little bit deeper of a sit down so they can get to know us and what type of questions they're going to ask. Like,
no, that's how it would be if we went to an actual minister, like through a church. Mm-hmm. That's how I pictured it would be. Now, if we just went down and talked to my family member who was able to marry us, it would just be like a, hey, what's up? It's nice to meet you. It's nice to finally meet you guys. I'm glad you guys are here. Okay, thank you. That's how I pictured it.
Okay. We'll see. I still stand. I don't think marriage counseling should be required before marriage. So, I mean...
And I do agree with you when you say that
if y'all
it
leave
should
comments,
be required.
I'll read it and see what y'all say.
Like, I do agree with you when you say that it should be required for some.
Mm-hmm.
But not all. Like...
Depending on how much baggage you come into the relationship with, I feel like it should be required.
I have a little trash bag and a stick over my shoulder.
Like, if you already don't really have a lot of communication in your relationship, I feel like marriage counseling will definitely help you with that. And I feel like counseling itself is a good thing, again, for certain people. But I'm just one of those people, I don't feel like counseling is for me because I don't hide or cover up a lot of things. So you hiders and you cover uppers, you need to go see some counseling.
And I'm like an open book.
I'm not
like,
judging.
I tell him everything.
Yeah, like that one day you came in from work and wouldn't be quiet. He just kept talking. I said, God help me.
Anyway, if you guys would like to see more of us, please subscribe and hit that little bell button down below. Comment on this because we really would like your feedback and we would like to know what you guys think about marriage counseling as well. And
if you went through marriage counseling, I do this all the time. I always cut her off. Yo, when I think of stuff, I gotta say it. If you've gone through marriage counseling, please leave some comments also, because I want to know your opinion on it.
And how it works.
For other people out there that may leave some comments that think the same way I think, but they know they need counseling. So, yeah, we'll see.
So, again, please comment. Comment. We would like to know what you guys think about this subject. Marriage counseling can be like a deal breaker for some of you who are in relationships and are getting married. So we definitely want to know how you guys feel about it. And please subscribe. We would like to see you guys, love you guys, and thank you so much for watching.
Bye.